A good day and welcome to the stream. I just instantly pressed the wrong button. I went to the side screen to the screen. Ah, yes, beautiful. A good day and welcome to the Osiris Systems. I'm OSRiddle, your host for today. And I'll be doing Doki Literature Club Plus. I am doing this for research. I don't think I'll be recording it. This because I have no need for, well, I can always do it just because why not? But I have a research document open. I'm going to need that for a project that I'm not going to really talk about just yet. I don't find it necessary yet to talk about that, so... Give me something. Give me something on my menu. Holy fuck, my ears. Music and notifications and sounds very important. I'm not instantly going to write down that they're nailing it because that is information that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to my research, at least, like what they're nailing, what they're not nailing. It's more like, what did I do well that could be handy for me to remember, and what is something I want to absolutely avoid if I were to make a visual novel, because that is technically what this is. A very in-depth visual novel, which is exactly why I'm playing it. Also, I got Plus a couple of years ago from a friend, and I've never actually touched it, so it's time I get my fingers greased in, so to say. Okay, the full screen isn't technically full screen, but sure. The forward time, music and sounds. I would like sound to be a little bit above music. This person is not going to message me over this time. I need this to be in a different corner. Ah, great. Actually, what I can just do is keep this in a different corner. Keep having chat related in one place and then just have this open. Oh, that's warmer. I've opened up my window already. It's like 10 AM. I am dying. However, this is preparation for something that needs to happen. I really hope Friday isn't going to be as bad, because most likely Friday is when the voicing continues. Okay. I need to not look at Discord. I need to just start this, like properly start this. Where's the program? I just clicked. Okay, there we go. I was like, I just clicked away a program. I just clicked on Streamlabs and like the bot got to be behind Streamlabs, and I was like, where the fuck is the program that I just made disappear? I completely forgot that it was. Oh, I didn't completely forget it was the bot, but I forgot what it was called. It's just Streamlabs chatbot. Like, oh, I should know how it looks. Just shows what type of dumbass I am, but oh well. Good day, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, specifically. I have never played the original nor this one, so that's going to be a completely new experience. I have a research tab up, but at the same time, I'm going to need that. You might notice that I sometimes tab out and just work on that. But that will be very on and off in between. Let's just click new game. Enter my name. Thy name is Riddle. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl's Sari, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would obviously bore more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she can chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sari catch up to me. Is there any voicing in this? Let me... Ooh, okay, so it's not voiced. Okay, fair. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Riddle. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me, after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sari. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Riddle, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. And haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me to try a little? You'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have been going to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around to realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late in your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm not 100% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. So she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go. Yes, let's go. I'm so bad at voicing. And the fact that I'm going to have to do it in the future. Or by the time this gets uploaded, if at all. That is probably already been the past. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Riddle, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All would escape me in this situation. This club, it's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns it back towards the other girls. Fuck my life, I'm saying words that don't exist. Or that aren't there. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest member in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Riddle. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Riddle. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? There's also a few desks arranged to form a table. As Shiori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Shiori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Shiori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Shiori grabs the first one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious, Shiori says, talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Huh? I thought you technically did. Shiori said... Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you dummy. Alright, alright. I give up Natsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't make yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... It's all that Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Shiori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, as Shiori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand for the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'm not sure how to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Or shrink, technically. Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Riddle, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, that guy died over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sari settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. Innocent and Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing needs more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set the example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. And I'm going to use that time to quickly take a sip of my drink. Which ends up now being empty. Great. That's gonna be good. Give me one moment. I'm going to have to actually get something more to drink. Not a can of cola, but it was the only thing that was actually still cold. But that is definitely not the only thing I need. Okay, I'm back. There we go. I've gotten a second research thing marked down because I'm going to need that. And we are going to be continuing in just a second. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't it right, Riddle? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Then I back to the original topic of me joining the club. I've only come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Alfogger stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Riddle. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I joined the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'll be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Riddle, I look forward to seeing you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Riddle, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, they only never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go close to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Sum a good mine up with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Wait, can I go back one? No, I can't. Okay. I'm just selecting whatever I think sounds the best. I actually got an achievement. Wait, what? Spend enough time doing the poem minigame for the music to loop. Ah. For some reason, starting a new game didn't even unlock. What? Okay. Hi again, Riddle. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to go in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Riddle. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Siri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in the club room. Don't you find yourself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Surely defeated, Natsuki blows back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Red always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? Do you and Riddle can become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when you say it. It's really not. When it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Such a nice gesture for you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like. It's probably not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but note her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. In the closet, not in her closet. And Natsuki utters an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What is the point of keeping your collection organized? Someone else is just gonna mess it up. Natsuki has a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You're at manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Yeah, literally the day before. The first day, he kind of mutters it under his breath. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga sitting right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way on my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Wait, if he didn't say anything, how could it be the tone of his voice? That's... Wait a second. Also, my program's behind the other thing again. But I'll tell you one thing, Riddle. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. Just the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She puts on a guard next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Ah, why's that? Ah, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say that it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about to be a bunch of friends. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. A typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, but it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get into the backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Well, that gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, the shop seems to be about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's... just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking at the same time I got this manga. Like, whenever I get into something because it's in a manga. Aha. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Think you share a manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without it being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate towards other losers every time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Wait, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he find out. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? It paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connected with someone like that. And being able to provide that for Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay everyone, are you ready with today's poems? Oh come on, could you tell me any worse? Sorry, I need to make sure we have enough time. They do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki still knows how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I'll close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monika just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Okay, that's not... I'll put it back in the closet. Safekeeping. I can always grab it the next day. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish it. If you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what would happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, so I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sarah and Monika enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet, loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. I need a drink. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess just Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Riddle. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you didn't like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a riddle poem. Oh, great. And that makes it feel extra special. Like you feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of this club now. Of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Riddle. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying out new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay. And now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. It is readable. It is a readable handwriting. Quote unquote handwriting. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. It makes me feel you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleep before my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish you away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? So the first 8 is like, okay. That fits. And then the last 2 I'm like, huh? Especially the last line, like that. I mean, actually, you know, this kind of fits with the entire waking up thing. Okay. Sayori, it is a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you are late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. But I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, you can actually show it to everyone? Sure. Let's kiss next. I'll just go from top to bottom. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, let's reread my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I wouldn't comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha, well that's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Like, Natsuki's retort gets caught in the throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said it mostly to myself. Now this game is really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In that case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. It's about what animals can do. Okay, sure. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I don't actually. I did it, my writing is bad, but even I can see that that was questionable at best. Like, what? Unless it's like some very special kind of poem that I don't know about. To be fair, I'm not really a poem person, so... What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because... everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in his poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I slipped for a rhyme at the end, but I made it all fall flat on purpose. It does bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess the more I went into it, then I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I had set the humor with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's get to Yuri next. Yuri starts the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I didn't put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers that try to make the style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form and fit the two together. The end result is both style and the expressiveness are weakened. When Joey finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's getting me a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologetic to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'll share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Oh boy. I can read it. Good. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I was able to read that, but I'm not the best one when it gets to handwriting. And reading it. I skipped over that line by accident. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It's not that it's terrible. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Wait, do they also keep that in mind? How long you've been looking at it? Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. It is pretty, but at the very same time... Yeah, don't let me read things in our handwriting. It makes it harder, definitely. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since the first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Riddle. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Yeah. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that wait. Well, I only glanced over it, but she did say about the time. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. There's usually more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subtitled poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, pulling it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And it's just Monica left. Hi Riddle. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you knew and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I kind of want to know what the game did with the words that I selected. Don't worry, Riddle. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica my poem. I like it, Riddle. Really? It's a little cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It's gonna make me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. CSN, I think, is kinda like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of your... So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. And that's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't worry, you have to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real. Blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. All infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Once again, handwriting is not my thing. I will trip up way more easily with handwriting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. The other kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on one point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And that's the first hour completely. We got through the poems at least. To the first time of poem reading. Which is something. It's definitely at least something. Okay, I can't go that far back. Okay, there's actually quite a bit of difference between the two. Okay, I'm back. Let me write down another thing that I just noticed. Let's see. So that's all looking good. I need to... Okay, that tab is still the same. Right, I don't think I can do another hour, considering just how much it is. What I will do is actually go back to where I was. But that is because I had to save like one line later because I'm a dum-dum. Okay. That is where I need to be. There's actual achievements for this. I'm also missing an achievement still. I'm missing the very first one. Okay, exit. Somehow, I'm missing the one that is like start a new game. But, oh well. There's also just something happening outside. It's like great. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end it here for today. It is too hot for me to want to do anything with my headset on. I just want to... Honestly, I just want to lay in bed and just enjoy... Not really enjoy the heat, but just, you know... Wait for the heat to be over. I think next week, like... Sorry, I think this week Sunday and then next week Monday are going to be bad again. And after that, it's going to cool back down. Somewhere like that. And then I think tomorrow up until Saturday is going to be alright. So I'll probably be back tomorrow, but we'll see. In any case, I should be back probably tomorrow. So, yeah. Have a good one, and very simply said, good day.